Hey, Sneaky, how's your mom?
Akram entered channel. Evil entered channel.
Any news at all?
Hey guys, what's up?
What's up, man?
Are you forming groups already?
Yeah, I just started.
Okay, I'm on my ult, trying to kill Heroic Armor. I'll do this one more pull, and then I'll log over.
Burn out those nests.
Cool. Yeah, let me know.
Yeah, I'm gonna move channels.
Akram moved to chat. Ledger entered channel.
Okay, let's see if I can get one shot by that monk again. Boy, was that fun.
If you want to simulate the experience, you can duel me.
I don't even know how to do that. And I'm not sure what I was supposed to do against it. Like, if there's even a defense.
It's on Argus, the thing that lets you go invisible, the thing that you can change. That, on top of Strike of the Windlord, easily hits for like 10 million.
Something from Argus? What?
Yeah, you've got these options where you can get into the Warframe, or you can turn invisible for like 5 seconds. Turning invisible gives you a 100% damage buff after it fades. So that on top of your strongest ability.
And that works in PvP. Oh, wow.
100% yes. I can also use it with the legendary I have that empowers my lightning. And I've ticked people for like 4.5, 4.5, 4.5, 4.5, and they drop.
Because I remember way back to the Lich King when we had Palm Pyro, and we would dismount, float down, and Palm Pyro nuke somebody off of their mount, like one shot. That's like the craziest I've ever seen, and this easily matches that.
Yeah, fun stuff. It seems like nowadays things you have to dig a little bit more to find stuff like that, but it definitely exists.
What's up, nerds?
I thought you were at your sister's, Sasha.
We're doing it tomorrow instead.
Hey, Mazel Tov.
Mr. Sasha Man, what's up, dude?
I promise you, I was like, hey, I have to raid, so let's tell everybody to schedule for tomorrow.
Alright, I'm actually making it out of the city at a reasonable time this time. Let's see if I can find my way there. I think this is my third time trying to actually find my way there.
I have many lucky doos you like. Farewell, friend.
Oh, whoops, trash is still up.
So you really think we're gonna kill Argus this weekend?
Akram entered channel.
Why wouldn't we?
That was
No.
sarcastic.
Oh, okay.
Trying to be funny.
Oh, so much for finding my way there. That's okay, I think I was already lost. I think I was supposed to turn right instead of left.
One of these days I'll be the first to the stone.
Whew. Was last night a little rough or what?
Hey, can you throw me an invite, please?
Oh, yes, sir. There you go. Who else did I miss?
Sasha. Wait, you're here today, right?
Sorry, what?
Channel.
Is Sneaky here today?
Yeah, he's in there.
Alright, hold on, let me swap my droid then.
Let me know.
I don't remember last time I played my droid.
Okay, now, where did I park my car? Where did I leave my keys?
Okay, go ahead and invite you.
Yo, I think I have a pet cat now. It lives on the porch, and I've been feeding it.
I was waiting to see if that was the beginning of a joke.
No. The only joke is my sad life.
Probably a good one.
What do you feed
actually
it?
started that.
Where's Lamb Chop? Are we getting Lamb Chop today?
No, she said she's not coming, remember?
Yeah, well, I mean, I remembered that
For the love of God, let me.
there were a couple of people that weren't going to make Saturday, and I guess I forgot that she was one of them.
Alright, 2 Resto Druids it is.
Wait, I want to heal.
You guys can deathmatch fight over it.
That's fine, you can also heal these
I've successfully healed Heroic Coven 3 times now.
Shardbreak entered channel.
What do you want to do? Do a higher dungeon. Was it
on time?
Was it in the? You have to update that add-on every day. By the
Jumble
way,
entered channel.
do you use the Twitch thing to update your add-ons? Yeah, just do that. You have to update it every morning because that's when it pulls the scores.
What do I need to do with this?
Die.
Should they fall to darkness,
Oh, crap. Where did we leave off? The exhaust?
he needs to claim the final title.
Oh, burning.
Azeroth.
Carlera entered channel.
Oh, we didn't kill these bitches?
Okay, what am I doing so I know which pot to drink?
Healing if you want to heal.
Yeah, if you want to heal, go ahead and heal.
Matt
I
Demon
think you just
entered
shot yourself.
channel.
Is Savage not coming? If Savage isn't coming, I can tank the Asara. I've done it before.
Yes.
They just take you up on that.
Click the summons.
Did you Cauldron?
Yeah, you clicked it right on top of Velen. I can't click it, man. Move.
I'm here logging in.
If any healer needs innervate, let me know.
Alright.
I'll take an innervate right now if you got one.
Was that Kalara?
Ryethel entered channel.
Just make a macro to give it to me there, Sasha.
Invite, please.
That one thing, but the other thing?
Thanks.
Serum entered channel.
Young Savage.
Did you get the summon, Savage?
Yeah, I'm purchasing pots real quick.
What do you want me to do?
Trying to decide if we need 5 heals with 21. Why don't you stay on heals, Rachel? If we go 4 heals empty, you can go back DPS.
Sounds good. They have a pretty long enrage timer too, from what I understand.
What, the cabin?
Yes.
I didn't even know they did enrage.
Like most fights in this fucking raid, it's pretty long.
Savage, you missed the food, buddy.
Come on.
Do a right check so we can watch the Savage's add-on sell him out.
That's me.
This is what happens when you're late.
Yeah, Rifle, let's keep you on heals and let's start with 4 heals empty. Can you go back DPS?
Yeah.
See if 4 heals cuts it. That'll force everybody to run the mechanics a little bit. Which was horrible last night, guys. Oh my god.
I blame Blizzard.
We're fresh faced.
Walking into the army of death, standing in big orange swirlies, standing out in that storm thing. So let's get this thing right. We need to clear this place.
You forgot that one thing, staying on peace.
That does not look like it's going to be a problem tonight. Yes, fell rushing, that demon hunter thing. When you get the static lightning on you, don't do that thing and run over everybody, because that's just going to smoke a lot of people.
Alright, Trinity, let's see what that min-maxing mean you did last night does.
Oh, you made some changes?
Yep.
You go and sacrifice?
Yep.
Sweet.
Extreme entered channel.
Oh, look at that. Some people still don't have a food buff.
I took my class, just saying.
Let's go.
Pull it.
Five, 4, 3, 2, 1. Run down the spot. I want to see your limbs roasted.
Incoming melee.
Shit!
Hit him up.
My girlfriend handed me a lighter right at the same time, and I looked away for 1 second, and the thing hit me.
Yeah, girlfriends do that for you.
I want to see your limbs roasted.
First set of ads is going to be Amantul, and that's the one we use hero on. That's going to be in about 30 seconds, so save your cooldowns.
On this one, because we have everyone alive, yeah, waste.
We always lost on the healers.
Pause.
Do you agree?
Storm's coming up, you're up. Find you a patch.
Don't stack on me. Oh, never mind, sorry.
I'm just saying we should not use hero.
Hero now.
Gotta move out with those circles.
I want to see your limbs roasted.
Find a patch. Big heals on those burn victims.
We got fire ads in 15 seconds, so get out of the middle of the room.
Go ahead and throw me that innervate, Sasha, just so it's some cooldown when I'm waiting real low.
You got it.
before you are frozen solid.
It's probably spread out, right?
Can you guys bring another chick a little bit closer? Oh, thanks. Not you, Savage, you're fine.
You look so vulnerable.
Lightning hands are next.
Got lightning ads in 20 seconds, so make sure you're not stacked on anybody.
Demon Hunters.
Take this quick.
Spread out, melee.
Enjoy my icy caress before you are frozen solid.
They're coming straight at you through the storms of Golgari.
Ledgers, can you go DPS here? I'm trapped, I can move if you don't. Ledgers, you need to go DPS yet, man.
Enjoy my icy caress.
Akram, you can move and get to the ad. All DPS on the ad. We got 3 melee on the boss, not on the ad.
Before you are frozen solid.
Sirens, empty.
Is he in here?
Yeah.
Zeraphim entered channel.
You guys were yelling at him. I wasn't sure if he was in here.
Zerums and empty all stayed on the
Storm coming.
Before you are frozen solid.
Army.
Enjoy my icy caress before you are frozen solid. I want to see your limbs roasted. Enjoy my icy caress before you are frozen solid.
Wow, a one shot?
Real quick, I know I didn't jump off boss because I know I'm really bad about lightning people, so I was just gonna chill in that range, take it. I really didn't want to zap someone.
Not zapping somebody is a good call.
But that was really good.
So close now.
Yeah.
Look around, you guys. Same team as last night, with a few exceptions. I mean, basically the same group.
Just kick all your shamans and you can do it. So.
Oh, yeah.
It's because I gave Bilbo his innervate.
Holders.
Can I have food on the next boss, please?
But I like my shamans.
Well,
Does
They're
anybody
so
need,
like electrical and stuff.
You're
anybody
blinded by
need a
love,
crit
man.
haste ring? Haste heavy?
Yeah.
Angel.
You got one?
Bam.
High rollers today.
Thanks, Mount, real quick, please.
Demons would pluck out their eyes.
Get back here. Stand still.
I got it, mine.
Who could ever imagine
Thank you.
sacrifice?
do I get a heal tonight?
Angel, where are you?
I'm running
With
to the
a
trash.
couple of extra people, it's probably a good idea
Yeah.
to go 5 on Agramaria. Not unless you told him.
Yeah, I just ignored the lightning guys. They weren't hurting anybody. I mean, if we didn't stand on each other, they didn't hurt anybody.
Oh yeah, I guess that makes sense. Yeah, hold on. Mount is up.
Okay, I think I got the CCs right.
Hold on, I'm not ready. Something came up. Give me 1 minute.
Whenever you're ready, Sneaky.
I really like the strat we used for this boss. It turned out to be fun. Is that what we're doing? The same thing?
Am I trapping orange or letting it go through?
If it's on the red side of orange, let it go through.
Okie dokie.
It's on the other side traffic. You there, Sneaky? Cool. Yep, the rest are ready, so whenever, make your call.
Five, 4, 3, 2, 1.
I'll use commanding shout on the first stacking.
Stacking as well.
Commanding shout.
X. This back and forth, seriously? Oh my god.
No. Yes.
Don't see any stacked.
One's going in right now.
Probably shouldn't stand in front of boss.
Res on empty, please.
Should I let blue go? Oh, okay.
While you're asleep on green, empty.
Stack.
Can we get Jack or no?
Minute and a half.
I had my sleep on green, but I think I dropped a mine on it from my trinket and it fucking broke it.
Is that a second B-Res?
It's more than 30 seconds.
Finish.
Did you dodge that whole thing? Lucky.
We got one coming.
Let it go.
Do we hero yet?
10 seconds. Don't overlap that blade.
Why'd you stun that?
You guys gotta...
It was Demon Hunter. 3, 2, 1.
Careful on breaking the CC on that one. Someone pop command and shout.
Okay, so how did we lose Jack? Did he have the foe breaker and then take flame rand, or just wasn't topped off? Okay. Healing team, what'd that look like to you?
I mean, Who do you have? 3 or 4 or 5 heals there?
Okay.
He was full and then he died.
One shot.
Now you know.
Well, the big ads were in a game of ping pong for a little bit there when they got introduced. It was a little bit annoying.
Yeah, should have stacked those.
Yeah, we usually keep them separated, right? And away from the small ads?
Yeah, it was even before they got together. They were just, the guy on one side would get spawned and he would like move like 5-10 yards back and forth for a while, and it was a little frustrating for me. Like, so I mean, ideally, when they get spawned, you just want to see him move once, and that's it.
Yeah. Let's see. So, Jack, you got your actives worked out so that we can keep you alive in there? Okay. I think that's about everything that we needed to fix. Oh yeah, don't overlap that burning crap, guys. We got like 3 or 4 people standing right on top of each other, blowing each other up. Just, do yourselves a favor and spread out a little bit.
I dare somebody to fucking sit there mounting the feast.
Like as soon as you said that, everybody scrambled off. Yeah, exactly.
I was a little salty last night. I admit it.
Yeah, it was a little.
Alright, let's get back to it.
Yeah, it's a good raid night when we consistently see zeros when Savage's out on there, guys. So, fucking fix that.
Same people with the ruins.
Five, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Touch Lex up in 5. Move in after this wake.
Letting the orange ad go through because it's on red side.
Stay spread as we move. Keep your targets, CC.
Reapply your sleep, Empty.
I'll just command shot on the next one. Command shot out.
When do we do hero?
The last phase when we get the extra weight. Sorry, I got it. That was mine. Stack on his butt.
Commanding shout.
Letting that one through, yes? I didn't ask, I just sort of did it. For a second I wasn't sure of the timing.
Orange is not going through.
No, we figured it out, man. You're good.
Yeah, CC the thing over there at the place.
With the thing and with the what?
Reju or tank.
Let me know if anybody needs innervate.
We should blow this now.
Yeah, let him get to 30. Let him get to 30 and pop. Starting to lose people. Go ahead and pop it now.
Want me to re-res anybody? I got two.
Yes, give me Luro and Sulfate.
Carlar, I'm going to innervate you.
Keep an eye on your CCs.
Carlar, you're going to innervate.
I have command shout available.
Watch the flares. Keep your space.
Command shout.
Stack, stack.
Use your cookies, guys.
Well done.
Hey, good job, guys.
Legends.
He can stand beside his brethren once more. Our victories mean nothing. So long as Sargeras
Oh, thanks for reminding me. What trinket though?
Speak with me. Azeroth remains engraved.
Hey, how about that Titan Forge?
The Titans can sever the legion fall before you.
I got a 975. I mean, it interferes with tier, but it's pretty good.
Of power, the seat of the Pantheon.
Talk to the Shiny Dwarf to get to the next boss.
Of creation. My final act will harness the last of Argus's power to imprison Sargeras once and for all.
I was really hoping for the tanking trinket from there. I might bother with Brewmaster if I got it.
Oh. Was there a quest to turn in? 4 sigils?
Yep.
Do I have to go back there, or can I catch him on the boat when we're done here?
I don't know if you can catch on the
You can
boat.
turn it in on Vindicard.
What's even the quest? Because I got something too, but I have no idea where the quest is.
It's just at Vindicard. You can turn it in the Vindicard when we're done with Argus.
Okay, cool.
Yum, shop, browse. Smell.
All right. We all squared away with our marks. Let's go. Okay. Yeah, Jumble, can you give me a portal from Skull to somewhere between Moon and Blue?
Like, wait, from Moon to Skull?
Yeah, because we're going to be stacked close to Skull, and people need to run their orbs out, and some are going to be running to Moon, and some are going to be running to Blue. So, like, if you cut up here, so like if you cut all the way, stay on the outside of the circle, so you don't pull a boss, you can start from Skull, and then around here-ish, sort of point it out in that direction. Make it a little easier for people to get some space out there, so they don't blow each other up.
Yeah, that makes sense. Convenient.
We warlocks are all about convenience.
Spell cookies, bro. Spell cookies.
Right, so let's keep those shadow patches tied against the cone. Everybody else tied against his ass. Try to make this nice and clean. Any questions before we start?
There's been a request for a rundown for the new people.
Oh. So, yeah. So a couple things in the first phase. You're going to get a buff that's going to drop. One is going to have crit and one's going to have haste. Try not to drop those right on top of the raid. Put them a little bit to the right of the raid and separate them so that people can grab the appropriate buff and don't have to worry about running through shadow patches or anything like that. The entire raid is going to stack on the boss's butt, like right on the edge of his hitbox. That's to give the people who have to run the shadow patches a little bit more room to breathe. If you're standing back and healing or range DPSing or something, people with a shadow patch are going to have to run a lot further to drop their patch, and the timing is a little tight when the cone comes out. So everybody stays on his butt. Shadow patch runs back behind the raid, drops it on the edge of the cone, and as soon as he turns and starts his cast for the cone to come out, you can start moving, because he'll have already picked his target. If you start moving before he starts his cast, that's when the cone gets all wonky and gets sent in directions we don't want. When you get the lightning at the end of the phase, everybody has to be in the middle. Provided we do our jobs, there'll be plenty of room in the middle, and we won't have to cram in there like on top of the tanks, taking cleaves and crap like that, which we don't want. So, and then we run to we get to Skull for the next phase after that. If you have the big circle over your head, that's the one that's a bomb that's going to blow up in the next phase, you're going to run that over to X. And the tank who has the soak is going to run over there with you and soak on top of you so that you don't get completely blown up. The other two smaller circles are going to go to Moon and Blue. If you're a ranged or a healer, you can stay in range for a little while. It's a fairly long timer. You start by getting yourself out to your maximum range. You can keep on doing your job. But when you get to like the last 3 or 4 seconds, you just run flat out to the edge to make sure you're fully as far away as you can get. That'll save our healers a lot of mana.
And personals at that time too.
Yep. When we get the ads phase, there's going to be a particular ad that's going to be vulnerable to a certain spell type. You want to find the ad that's vulnerable to yours. You'll do a lot more damage to it. I think it's 100% extra. The big ads will be tanked by the tanks. Pretty much just burn those down during that phase. The beacon, the cosmic beacon, is the one that you interrupt. The rest of them, you can just let them go. But the beacons, you do not let through. After the ads are dead and it takes us together and we die, when you run to your res spot, which is a little patch of forest or whatever on the ground, avoid the little zerglings. They'll punch you back and it's damage we don't need. So basically you res right away. The last phase, the swirlies that drop on the ground, they're like constant. They're always there, and there's always one landing on your head. It's better if you're spread out a little bit so that everybody doesn't have to move, because they'll target somebody. They do stack, so that's where a lot of people die, actually, on that last phase. We're going to hero in that last phase, but if you just stand there tunneling and you take all those swirlies and you get that stacking damage, you're pretty much finished. You can release and run back for a res during that phase, but we prefer to save that for the tanks, because they're definitely going to die, and we definitely need to have them. If you screw up somehow and you take too much damage that you're not supposed to, then while you're a ghost running around, soak up some of those orbs that are in the ghost phase. Avoid the zerglings, soak up the orbs, come back, get yourself res. There's my half-hour explanation.
Okay, real quick, for the ad phase, the ads are going to turn into a really powerful melee ad while you're smacking it, and the tanks do pick it up fast, but it's going to hit... I'm sorry, it's going to hit you before the tanks pick it up, so be really careful. Be looking at its model.
If it's a big ad, just stay the hell away from it until you see it actually targeting your tank, and then you can go back to it if it's if it's your spell type.
Yeah, because you can be hit one and then poof, it's a melee ad and then it one-shots you.
Just like that, poof.
Well, that's what your internal organs do.
Mine goes skadoosh.
And when you've got Soul Blight at the beginning, just make sure you're not going to get hit by Cone at the same time, because it's kind of hard to watch both of them.
Positioning and mechanics. There's a lot of stuff going on, but when it comes right down to it, you keep your positions and mechanics tight. It's pretty easy.
Five, 4, 3, 2, 1.
On his hitbox. That's everybody. Move now. And then scoot back on his hitbox right on the edge of the cone. Some of you guys are actually not on his hitbox. Can we follow directions, please? Move.
Well, somebody didn't move out. Let's see, Reinhold, Jumbo, you guys are too far back.
The circle doesn't go away when it says it goes away.
We're saving the reses, so just keep treading water. I could call the wipe here, but I'm going to let this go so we can see what we're doing. Big orb to X to X to X. You with the green circle on your head. There you go.
I'm here.
Sorry, I wasn't zoomed in close enough to see the name tag.
Thank you, guys. That was the small one? It looked pretty big to me.
Well, yeah, just take a look around, because somebody's going to have the big one, so you'll be able to see which one's which once you get used to it. Sorry, coming up. Oh, looks like somebody got.
Don't worry about coming to get me. I got the big one fine. I don't need it. No, don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. Stay in. Alright.
Savage.
Wow, half the raid is dead.
Yeah.
What's the next phase? It's not 50, right?
It's 40.
Can we get another 10% with all these people?
Yes, I believe we can.
Just want to make sure everybody sees it before we wipe it. kind of don't think we have enough to push this all the way. It's going to be pretty ugly. Oops. I was going to get him, but you both did, so. That is the wipe. It was hilarious, but dying in the first phase, that's just horrible. Bad positioning. So, I think I called out Jumble and Reinhold. I'm not sure who else was standing back there. If you click on the boss right now, you see that red circle under his feet? That's his hitbox. Alright, that's where you want to be standing. And again, the reason why that is because people got to run those ugly soul patches out. And the further you are back in the cone, when that cone of death hits, the wider that part of the cone is, the further you have to run, the more likely it is you're going to die. I'm trying to keep our soul dropper guys alive so that they only have to run back a little bit, drop their patch, and they don't have to run so far to get out of the cone of death. Yes?
Can we not stack the buff? Because that happened like 3 times where they're literally right on top of each other.
Oh, never. I'll buy one. I'll do it right now. Trading. How much? $300.
Hey,
is that the rune that increases your damage on the boss?
Versus.
I'll buy one if you have more.
Hey, 3 soul blights are gonna go out during that time, and like he said, we're on top of each other, and you'll kill each other if you drop your soul blights on top of each other like that. So when you run them out, it kind of has to be like a stoplight, like the way that there's 3 on top of each other. Yeah, he sees what I'm talking about. You'll just kind of have to figure it out as you go.
So I put a couple of marks down in front of us so that I can illustrate real quick. Let's say the boss is on orange, right where I put my portal. The boss is on orange. That's his hitbox, which means I'm basically standing kind of at the point of this chevron. Now the cone's about to hit, and we're dropping. So if everybody's standing where I'm standing, I don't care if you can see your tune or whatever. That doesn't matter. I think some people get confused when you have too many people stacked on top of you. Anyway, so they're going to run their patches back like this, and then they're going to run this way when the cone comes, and then they're going to come back. Now when you're dropping your buffs, the crit buff and the haste buff, you're over here to the side like this. One person is going to be dropping it here, another person is going to drop it a little bit like this. It's not like magic or anything. It's not crazy difficult. Just keep your head about you and don't stand in the bad stuff.
Five, 4, 3, 2, 1.
The might of sea and sky must aid our champion, Golden.
The haste was dropped right on top of the entire room. Whoever had that, you just need to know, not everybody uses haste. Okay, move. Or I should say the stat weight isn't highest on haste for everybody. Soul Blight's out. That haste was not dropped to the right, that's why we can't get it now, because it's in the middle of the cone. Much better. Don't get electrocuted.
Oh, what the fuck happened?
The thing is still there. The stupid glitch. A real quality boss.
Run your orbs out.
Report Blizzard.
Sorry, I didn't see what glitch. What happened?
The circle thing. Where it's there but not there.
Oh, guys, we talked about that.
But should they even be that far to the right?
Well, I mean, if we have to estimate it, if we have to estimate, like, the time on it, how long should we give, you think?
Jumble, you want to run those little ones, and
I keep running to X because like an X shows up on my head, but yeah.
That's just some DBN fuckery.
Yeah, there's no word.
Yeah, I totally downloaded it.
I've been waiting for a place to use it. Alright, at least we're going to get to see the transition. And we see what it look like.
Just pain. Only pain. Time answers to me, Unmaker. The one force that can bind your relentless fury.
Remember, you're interrupting Beacon.
Cosmic Beacon on triangle. Cosmic. Okay.
Melee vulnerable one is the big one with the sword. And physical is the one with the daggers.
Cosmic Beacon on star. Cosmic Beacon on star.
Beacon.
Cosmic Beacon on condom. Cosmic Beacon on condom.
Cool though.
Yes,
Get
Batman.
jacked up.
Cosmic Beacon on star. Cosmic Beacon on star. Someone interrupt? No, it went out.
We all dead.
I got this. Okay, Uber, you got this.
Okay, that glitch is bullshit.
Yeah.
Just stand in that thing a little bit longer is the only thing I can think of.
This is the first time I've ever seen that.
We really would have had it.
Yeah.
John, will get your portal, please. Hold the pole, please. Jumbo, you got your portal?
Working on it.
Slow, Warlock, it's slow. There we go.
Okay, there we go.
Ready when you are, Titan.
Okay, good luck, have fun, guys.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Stack the fuck up.
The might of sea and sky must aid our champion. Go to that.
Move. Eastern cut to the right.
Which of the healers should we B-res?
Yeah, we're not gonna make it with a tank healer on a druid.
Sending one. Oh, we lost the tank, so it's 3 minutes to the next.
Let the fury of the sea wash away this
Yeah,
stand
in the bed. Yep. No, there's not. Alright, so as far as the buff placement, what we had been doing is the crit one goes to the right, basically on the boss's hitbox or thereabouts. The haste one goes a little bit further back to the right.
I have many lucky do's for you.
We kind of had a lot of instructions on this fight, and I didn't want to
May your feet find good trails.
overburden folks with too much information.
Way too much.
But yeah, it is a big DPS increase. Just so you know, guys, for those that haven't run this fight, those buffs are basically just to get us through that first phase a little faster. I mean, you pick up a lot of speed there, a lot of extra stat, and you can just jam straight on through. Makes the fight a little smoother.
It stacks up to 5 times. If you accidentally clip the other buff and get it, it will drop all of your stacks of your current buff and switch. So, yeah.
Yeah, so one gets left behind in the cone and you can't get it, or they're both stacked right on top of each other. It just basically nullifies, having any kind of a stat. Well, just about. Alright, let's keep rolling. Yes, the tank can get it. If you really know what you're doing, you can run in front of where the tank is at and grab your buff and run back, as long as it's in between his big cleaves. Of course, you run out there at the wrong time, pretty much toast, so I wouldn't recommend it at this point. Evils, ready to go? Evil monk. Okay, we're good. Let's pull.
Five, 4, 3, 2, 1.
The might of sea and sky must aid our champion. Go to them.
Move. Soul Blight's back.
Haste to the back. Haste to the back.
Move. Akram, that's why you don't say things like haste to the back, because now it's in the middle of the cone. The instruction was to put it to the right.
Yeah, but you said back and to the right. That's what it meant.
Yes, well, now all of us with haste don't have it.
Let the fury of the sea wash away this corruption. Lend these mortals your strength.
That works.
We should deal with one of these healers, shouldn't we?
Sick.
Are we be racing the healers?
No.
Not at this point.
So Seek, you should have been on the other side. That way you don't get hit by the orange orb.
Answers to me, Unmaker, the one force that can bind your relentless.
Wow, what a loser.
You should use your second pod here. Do not interrupt anything but beacon.
Beacon on X.
Got it. Are you moving that to cleave, Sneaky?
Beacon on moon. We back.
So with the deaths, we lost a little on the timer. That's where things could get rough for us. When you come back, don't touch a Zergling when you're running for the green stuff. Try not to die early, because the tanks are definitely going to die, and we need the reses for them. Healers, make sure you keep the green up.
Is a hero coming, like, as soon as we spawn or something?
No.
So release Spirit and run to the thing.
And dodge swirlies. Every swirly that hits you is a stacking dot.
Orbs. What?
What the hell happened?
Soul Bomb, 4.5 million.
Soul Bomb and Soul Burst are still a mechanic, don't fail at it.
You don't have a tree left.
The hell did a tree go?
We have orbs in 5 seconds.
Ads are up.
Orbs,
Kill the orbs.
orbs.
Any more reses or no?
Nope.
Nope, if you're dead, just release and run through all the ghost orbs you can find.
Orbs.
Yeah, finish the wipe.
For the soul bomb, should everyone be trying to stay somewhat close to the boss so that bombs can just run anywhere out, or? Does the tree have anything to do with healers, or is it just it only has like 10 reses or something?
So it's got so many reses, and once it runs out, it starts dying really, really fast. So you can save it for a couple seconds, but not much longer.
Okay, that's my experience, is that once it starts dying, it's just like, there's really no saving it.
Right, so when when half the raid or whatever died from that big blast, and then everybody releases and they run to the green stuff, and however many left, they get rezzed real quick, which is great for a few seconds, but then our tanks have this building stack, and they're ultimately going to die. There's just no way around it. You can't clear it or anything except by dying, releasing, and coming back.
If we have a larger group die, don't everybody hit the tree at once. Try to hit it one at a time so that we have time to actually heal it.
Alright.
So, the cleaner we run these mechanics, the less we have to deal with early reses. We want to save all the battle reses, and we want to die as little as possible to let the tanks use that tree at the end.
Five, four, three, two, one.
That's blasphemy.
The might of sea and sky must aid our champion, Golden.
Too far back. Just a little to the right of the raid, not in melee. Move, everybody. What happened?
Let the fury of the sea wash away this corruption. Lend these mortals your strength, brother.
This sucks healings with 2 druids. Nothing to heal.
Warcraft is going to moon.
Nope. 1 minute. How'd we lose him?
David, when I come back, I'll sacrifice myself.
Do you want me to turn Growl on?
Random shot.
I'm on taunt. Oh, I didn't get there in time. Sorry.
Wipe it. Step it.
Can we take a 5 here, T?
Master, I go to claim your prize.
Don't put down food.
Yeah, do it after work.
Yeah, I will.
Yeah, can I get us one? Who?
You know what's the difference between Chinese food and Italian food?
1 second, I'm still in combat.
I want to know what's the difference.
About $20 a plate.
Okay, I like that.
That's from an old movie in the 80s called They Call Me Bruce.
What the fuck was that message, Sneaky?
Zitto.
Venga.
You watch Italian? Pero che cazzo? I'm gonna tell you that from now on every time you wipe us, man. I'm sure you know what it means. Wait, where's the beast?
Five,
I clicked ready. We're going.
3, 2.
I hate you all. I thought you were saying that. I'm just trying to see who was here, but it's so good.
Sea and sky must aid our champion, Golden.
It's okay. I'll take the hate. Maybe it'll keep us from wiping. Move. There goes the buff. There goes the other buff. Seriously, to the right of the group. Can we not drop these in the right place?
Hey, Turney.
Yeah, man.
I'm beating you.
Give it time.
I'm beating both of you guys.
And now I'm about to get beaten by you.
I used my bubble to pop it early. That way you get more contact time, bro.
Now you're speaking my language, brother. I know. Patience.
Sorry, I got hit by the scythe. Please don't let me die. Turney, go AFK for 30 seconds, please.
Time answers to me.
I don't even see Turney on my meters.
Yeah, I'm not on there. I'm not in the top 10.
Yeah, you are. You're number 7 for me.
Empty, where'd you go?
We're 12 on mine.
You guys need to update your shit.
Empty, do you want me to slow down a little bit?
Lend these mortals your strength, brother.
Use your second pods, guys. Oh, Turney, you. I hate you.
Oh, look at that. How'd that happen?
Yeah, well, you're multi-dotting. That's cheating.
That's warlocks.
Yeah, I do it on my mage, and this phase is really fun. Helps your self-esteem.
Get out of my raid, Akram.
Stand in the race, so I got something to heal.
What?
Alright, so what do we do if we get bombs in this phase, guys?
Run 'em
Stuck
out.
together.
We're all here. This is the best pull so far, so let's make good use of it.
We're always all here right now.
You all wait till I fuck up my fat finger rotation, then you all do excellent. Not fair, it's conspiracy.
You're bad,
Yeah, we
man.
made your
Just
fingers fat.
Face it, face it.
Still flickers within these mortals. Arise, champions! Fight to save your world!
Hang on, hang on.
Orbs. When you're using heroism.
Command shout out.
We have 2 resins when you need them, tank.
Sulfate, go through before the tree goes pierce. Get to the tree before it dies.
Do not stand in those swirling.
Okay.
People who are dead, get ours. Don't hit the monsters, guys. Come on. Good job. Oh.
Yeah. Heavy turning. Last phase.
Nice. Yes. Where's my legendary? God damn it.
I got gold.
Me too.
I got the tank one.
I won the lottery. Hey, me too.
Because I was in bear shape.
Oh, Carlara, you got the polearm?
Ah!
Wow, 75.
Holy shit. Sieg.
Not in a million years.
Sieg, did you get Conic? Of the Thunder? Did you get 3 of those?
Conch, yes.
Yeah, oh, fuck, man.
Who guess who needs it just as much, buddy?
Best in slot.
It's conch, not conch.
Holy fuck, dude.
I couldn't even trade it if I wanted to.
You can't? You got
No, my highest trinket is 950 or 960, something like that. Or not trinket, relic, whatever.
Wait, hold on. You got 3 of those or 2 of them?
No, I got 1.
Oh,
I linked it 3 times.
Yeah. I'm going to give up this ring. It's a 970. If you guys want to roll.
Oh, which one?
Which one?
There, I just posted it.
I don't even need it. Ooh, Raya's
It's a lot of rolls. I guess everybody needs it. Going into 3, 2, 1. I see 95 is the high. Is that the high?
Looks like.
Cool. Congrats, dude.
We fight for home, for family.
You said we're about to jump into Mythic?
Yes.
My internet's acting up. I don't want to cause a bunch of wipes on those annihilation things, so I'm going to step out, unfortunately. Annihilation, not annihilation, that's not a word.
Look at that. He's even lagging.
Wow.
910, that's it?
What is that Arcana Crystal crap?
Empty, where are you going?
Actually, that is best in lot for fire mages, but we don't have any.
Oops, my bad.
Are you sure you need my aid?
If I buy things of the Tharba 2 with Veiled Argonite, there's a chance I would get a legendary, right?
Only to find the place
Angel, where you going?
with demon spiders.
But I do have to buy the piece, or I mean, for example, if I want leggings, I have to keep buying leggings, right?
Can we do something more interesting this time?
Oh, that's why yesterday was different. We started at the beginning, didn't we? Did all the bosses. We didn't skip any.
I thought we had 23 people. Who else jumped out?
Angel doesn't want to do heroics or mythics.
You are beneath me.
It's not the boogeyman, guys. Come on.
You will drown.
Because of Transcendence, I want to be one of the soakers every time. For Garathi.
Where should we port? To the Broken Cliffs? Or just get out? Or what?
I'm with the Vendicar.
Yeah, is that still considered in the dungeon?
Artificers are reckless, and I have found a weakness in their ordnance. Shorten their
Yeah, I said it.
and destroy their stockpile.
You have the Hearthstone, right?
Sasha, what about you?
Well, I'm gonna run out through the Broken Cliff.
I'm gonna hit the head. Throw me a summon.
Can we do something more interesting this time?
Nice DPS, Savage.
Thank
But
you.
but you did not know DPS on the damn orbs. We should report you.
We will not
I
fail
did.
in profit. Champions.
You did like 5%. And also did I, so I'm gonna stop talking. Thank you.
well, no, that's fine. That just I think that
I'm just messing with you. I mean, they die so fast that no one's gonna have like a. I mean, look at everyone. They're not
right.
like-
That was the point I was gonna make.
yeah, because since we're melee, we can do much.
However, though, I to criticize myself, I probably should get to him sooner than a few seconds later. You know what I mean? I'm gonna roll a couple trinkets here.
Can we run back again? Back in?
You should be able to
Yeah,
go
you're
in,
good to
yes.
go.
I see it's still on heroic mode.
It is definitely on Mythic.
Okay, I'm getting back in.
I could have done better on that fight. I just fucked up a couple times on the first couple phases.
Can we get a second cauldron when we're at the boss?
Okay, thanks, Matt. Did empty drop offline?
Empty is offline. Yeah, I don't know.
Yay, another quest.
Let me bring you back in.
He went on his hunter.
Who did? Empty did, or?
Yeah.
He just messaged me, told me he's jumping out. Hour left in raid, guys. You guys know when we raid. These aren't good times for you. Better let me know now, because I've got more recruiting to do. Can get this done with 19 or half a raid or whatever we end up with.
Don't we have 21?
We should be right at 20. If everything stays the same for like the next hour.
Isn't Empty coming on his hunter?
No, he's gonna go play on his hunter, not bring his hunter.
He doesn't want to play Mythics?
I tab target in charge for the orbs.
I don't
Yeah,
want
me
to play
too.
Mythics.
We don't play, we raid.
My whole thing is we have a fucking hard time on heroics, so I really don't like doing mythics. It'd be nice to be able to add on a clear heroic in one night before we try mythic, but whatever.
Well, we end up
You're lame.
wiping on one or
don't
the
care.
other. I fail to see the difference.
Yeah, the thing
difference
is
is
what
it's
people
frustrating.
well, of course it is. And here's the thing: is like we go back way from Lich King and Kata, and we progressed. And the thing is that everybody in this raid is competent. And so the trick is for everybody to be competent together as a team, operating on all cylinders, learning to dance and progressing. And that's the accomplishment. And that's what we're here for. That's what I'm here for. And I'm totally, highly motivated and dedicated. And I want to do this. So
You're hired, man.
I relish in being able to work as a team and accomplish it. And it's just fucking awesome. There's like so many facets and different things going on, and everybody performing and doing their best, and it works out, and we kill the boss. It's a great accomplishment. It's a great feeling. It's a team sport.
The good thing, Savage changing subjects is that if you get to Coven and I get the shoulders, I can't use them, so they're yours.
Alright, sweet. Well, of course, because you got the highest level. Yeah, that's definitely. So you better show up then.
Yeah, I will show up. Who's gonna kick your ass if I don't?
Right? Oh, turning. They'll always be turning. And Extreme, and Zero, and Sasha.
If he lives.
Damn, Mythic Trash is going to be long.
damage.
No, it's okay. Turning was just summoning people. Can we get a mage table, please?
Is that a purposeful pull?
That's not a boss.
Oh. So yeah.
I forget that every time too.
In contact. Deploying arsenal. We're gaining ground. Press the attack. Light hordes, fall back! Champions, bring that monstrosity down!
Alright, Jumbo, can you come back to where I'm standing?
I'm finishing my food buff, so what did you need?
Come back to where I'm standing. So from here to as far forward as you can reach, what's your portal? Okay. So after some discussion from last week, or were we in here last week? Yeah. The big green circles will do general raid-wide damage, but it's not based on proximity. If you're inside the circle, you're dead. If you're outside the circle, apparently wherever you are on the platform, the raid takes basically the same damage. Therefore, we've got 2 stack points. Now, I have been shoving everybody over to the right, and since we have soaks that are all over the platform, that creates problems for people that are, assigned to soak further on the left. So instead, all ranged and heals will basically stack on blue until the big green circles come out. Okay? Then, if you're assigned to the right, you move to the right. If you're assigned to the left, you move to the left for the soaks. So far, so good?
Yes.
Okay, immediately your stack point is green. That means when you're DPSing, if you're assigned, so when the first debuff comes out, we don't know which one it's going to be. It just says special. But they alternate. So once the soaks come out, you know where you're going, you just run and you do your soaks. And when you're done soaking, you immediately run back to your assigned spot. You don't spread out all over the place, because when the green patches come out, the green circles, they just hit. There's no warning. You know they're coming, but you don't know who's going to be targeted. That's why everybody stacks to the same spot. Then you get your 3-second stun. When the stun is over, you immediately run out to your assigned soaking spots, whatever area you're assigned to. So let me adjust the groups. Let me shove the melee into a couple groups here.
Excuse me, there's a monster in my 9-year-old daughter's closet. I gotta go be the hero.
Okay. So for soaking assignments, the odd groups will be covering the left side of the platform. So the melee in group 1, the left side near the boss. The melee in group 2, the right side of the boss. The ranged and heals in group 3, left side. Ranged and heals group 4, right side. So when we start the pull, everybody's going to be on their assigned marks. So basically the whole raid team for ranged and heals, we will start off on blue. When the melee haul ass in, they're running into green. I just put it a little bit off center because the tanks are going to have to be running their stuff out. So Akram, Matt, and Savage isn't here, but those guys that are assigned to the left side,
I'm here.
if there's some soak patches that end up on the left side, what you really have to watch out for is the tanks that are going to be constantly running their bombs out. Now tanks, you need to be as close to the edge as you can, and obviously you're hauling ass because those things hit hard and fast. And immediately you want to cover the soaks on whatever your assigned side is, just as quick as you can. We're killing the right cannon first as you face the boss. That's what's going to empower the big green circles. Later in the fight, when we kill the left cannons, that's going to empower the soaks that we're doing for the small circles. How we handle that is we're going to have 2 people per circle. One steps in the circle, the other stays outside of the circle. Okay? Now let's say I'm soaking first. This circle right here in the middle of this platform thing, that's the circle that I'm soaking. Alright? You see that big star in the middle? Now if I stand on this side of the star, then I'm going to get punted in that direction. Boom, just like that. Now if you're real slick, you can get punted in the direction of another soak. But if you don't have the personals to cover it, you're screwed. So just make sure we're going to have 2 people per soak. We get a soak over here. There's going to be me, and who else is in my group? Let's say Evils or Jargreg or somebody. I step in the circle first, I get punted. The second person steps in the circle that gets empowered, they get punted next. You take a double soak, it's a lot of freaking damage. Unless you have a personal, there's a good chance that you're going to get nuked. The groups again, odd groups, soak to the left, even groups, soak to the right. The melee groups 1 and 2 are soaking left and right close to the boss. Guys, the melee team is still fairly heavy. It's not exactly even. There's a little more melee guys, I think, still than there are ranged guys. If you have to break contact with the boss to step a little bit further out to get that soak, 0 soaks can get through. 1 soak gets through, it's probably going to be a wipe.
Understood.
So running the mechanics always trumps DPS.
So just to be clear, the knockback is how can I explain it?
It's a pretty substantial distance. You'll get punted about this far.
Yeah, what I meant is if it's in the middle of the circle, depending on which side of the center of the circle is where you're going to be knocked back.
Yes, sir. That's correct. Any other questions before we pull?
It says that the annihilation thing, it splits damage between players, so like on the second soak too, it's the same?
Yeah, the difference is when it gets empowered. So when it's not empowered in the first, couple phases of the fight, because we're breaking the right cannon, so the big green circles will be empowered first. It's only at the end of the fight that the soaks are going to be empowered. So before they're empowered, by all means, you want to put more than one person in the circle, it's a good idea. You've now divided the damage by 2 people instead of 1 person taking the whole thing. What's really difficult in that last phase is getting punted. Like I said, if you're really slick, you can get punted from one soak circle into the next soak circle, and now you've just taken 2, and if you have personals, you could be really smooth about it. But really the smart move is 2 people per soak. Just to be sure, because you just can't guarantee somebody gets punted into the next circle. You just can't. They're different distances apart, they're different locations, so we do it this way to make sure it's all covered. All right? Let's get into it. You'll see what we're doing. After we kill the cannon, the boss really pulls you in. The further you are away from that, the less damage you'll take. That's why I had Jumble set up his portal. You can take it all the way back to the green pool. Don't step in the green pool. It actually does a lot of damage. But if you can jam all the way up against the wall, that will be the best that you'll get for damage reduction. Sasha, you there?
Oh, I'm sorry, I'm back.
Okay, let's pull it. We're saving Hero for the last phase, that last cannon.
5, 4, 3,
Oh, you didn't drop a cauldron, did you?
1.
There you go.
Okay, we're having a miscommunication. The decimations, they stay on the mark. They stay on the mark. That's what the marks are for. Now we spread for the soaks.
Okram's getting one.
Now we get back on the marks. Okay, this is the dance. Stay on the marks for the decimation. Stay there. They come down. Everybody move. You move to the right or left depending on where your soaks are supposed to be. Make sense?
Yeah.
Makes sense.
These things, you don't have to run back, because after the decimation, you run out, and you know that your soak is going to be somewhere on the side you were soaking. After you soak, then you restack on the mark. Decimation, stay on the mark. Okay, run out to your side. Look for your soaks. And this is the dance until we get to cannon. Soaks are done, back on the mark. Stay on your mark till the decimation's done. You're not running that out.
Those ledgers, you lay that on the mark. Booty, did you have your thing for that?
I did.
It doesn't hit the whole rate though, does it? It's that good.
So luring destruction, 800k pop. Okay, soaks on your side. Eradication hit me for almost 6 million because I was still stuck in the middle.
Yeah, I got stuck in.
And it looked like a good handful of us had the same problem. So here's what we didn't do. Here's why we wiped, just in case it wasn't completely obvious. Once the cannon's dead, the boss sucks you in. So the thing that I screwed up on as I was watching everybody is I didn't run to the back like as the cannon was dying. It's basically what you got to do. The further you are away from the boss, the less of a pull he has. When you're all the way back by that little green pond, there's almost no pull, and you can get all the way back there, which is exactly what we need to be doing. We need to be all up against like the side of that back pool, so we can get stacked heals. Healers just slam everybody, get us all topped off, and that's how you survive it. It's actually a really good place for a disc priest, which we don't happen to have.
So, Booty, what's the range on your Stampeding Roar? You're the only one that got the buff.
No, I've seen a lot of people get it.
Yeah, a lot of people got it. 15 yards.
So
A lot of people got it this time? Are you sure?
Yeah, I saw a bunch of people get it.
My thing doesn't track it. I don't know, maybe it's not their buff.
So probably melee should just start running out and let range finish the cannon.
No. Well, it depends. If you have mobility uses to get out,
Paramount.
Like heroic leap.
I used heroic leap on the dark flight, which is a warrior's ability.
Well,
and I still
if you can get to
away.
the portal, you see the warlock portal right next to blue mark.
Yes.
If you can just get to that, then boom, you're all the way at the end. So, speed boost or whatever. But, this is a learning process. Figure your timing. If you have to run out 2 seconds before the cannon's dead, then do it. Because dead raid is a live boss. Okay, let's keep going. So that was 58%, and we've barely seen this fight. Okay, let's get going.
It's definitely smoother though than last week.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Soaks, find your spots. Okay, stacking the mark. You don't run after that. I want to get you in the habit of not running out early because when the cannon's dead, you're actually going to get stunned and nobody knows who the target's going to be until it happens. Stack up.
Savage, where are you going?
Oh, we're fine, I'm sorry.
So what you did there, melee team, is you spread that all around, and you forced a few people to have to run a little further than they would have.
Yep, sorry. It was a force of habit from DBM telling me to move the fuck out. Better.
Much better.
Jack needs to get up.
Run, 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 run. Run. Keep running. Keep running. Get out of that green pool. Okay, most of us made it. Much better.
Yeah, the green
Get
pool
back to your
damage.
stack. Back to your stacks. Okay, soaks. It's 3 minutes to the next res. Let's just keep on trucking. Back to your stack spot. Now we're going to get stunned. Okay, stay in your zones for soaks. Remember, more than one person can still soak. Stack. Okay, we're stunned. If you're not stunned, move out. Stay in your zones for soaks. Stack. If you're not stunned, get moving. Soaks. Again, more than one person soaking conserves your healer mana. Stack. The further off center you stack, the more you force somebody else to run. After you run out, stay in your zones to soak.
Hero.
Not yet.
Sorry.
Call it early, man. Personals, get out. Okay, now you're back to your mark. You don't know which special we're getting first. Let's just see. Alright, it soaks. One person soaked, the other person stands out. One soaks, the other stands out. 2 people soaking per spot.
How do you soak that second one?
You just stand in the crater. It looks different, but it's the same thing.
Can you control the way it hunts you? What direction? So which way do you want to face? So it punts you the way you're facing, or
away from the center of it?
Yeah, it's where you are located off center that it punts. What is that, our second or third pull? It's 27%.
Second.
Okay, so that was
Yeah, four people died with the fell bombardment jacked. So make sure if you have it. I think it's a thing with for the tanks only, right?
Why? What'd you do?
His 8-minute cooldown did not reset.
Oh, god damn it.
so
If
turning,
only you told you 4 times.
so turning back to the raid mechanic on the third phase. It's the important part is that's where 2 people soak, and you rotate that.
one goes in, the other stands out. So if you look at your if you look at your death log, and you were standing next to, that annihilation or whatever it was called, you're going to take damage. There's like raid-wide damage when those things hit. So you're going to take some damage, and then you're going to step in for the soak. So from what I'm seeing, healing team, this is going to be rotate your cooldowns like crazy. We're going to have a really good rotation for this, because the people standing out are going to take like, I think it's a couple ticks. It looked to me like it was like 1.5 million twice. And then I stepped into soak and I took another 4-point-something million. And the amount of time that you have between when people get punted and when the next guys step in is very small, so we need to have really big heals for that time. We've got 5 healers in here, which is the most we can run for this purpose. So talk to each other, work it out. Let's get this rotation, because we can sit here at 25% for quite a while, I think, until we get that part worked out. It's a lot of damage.
I have a question. Is Spell Bombardment only casted on tanks?
Yes.
Okay, cool.
So if you got...
Yeah, the only time the melee team is ever going to see any chance of getting nuked by that is you guys in Group 1. You got a few guys that are assigned to soak on the left side, and you know those tanks are going to be running over there, and that shit's going to be hitting. I believe it's a 7-yard radius. You know, if it hits you, you're just going to be one shot. There's no way around it. If you fail to soak, especially in that last phase, it's going to cause a wipe. So one way or the other, you know, if you have to make a choice, tank's out of position, or the soak is like right where the tank is, or some crap like that, better to sacrifice one person than to lose the whole raid. And if you're a little bit thin on the left side, which you kind of are, because I got both tanks in that group, draw somebody fill in from the right side. Make sure all the soaks are covered. As a matter of fact, let's just figure on well, I guess everybody in the media team's got a nice speed boost, so how about Sasha and Zyrams? Help cover the left if it's a little thin over there.
I was.
Because when we get to the soaks, if there's more than one soak on the left side, we're going to need to have 4 people over there, which I only have 3 on that team, so. Ready checks rolling.
There's a request to mark the tanks.
Oh, tanks, you're on assist if you want to put a mark on yourself.
That was my mistake, Zero. Someone being savage.
Ooh, making puns? Late that puns?
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Stack. Stay in your zones for soak. Stack.
Does it matter if it's soaked by 2 people, or Has to be just one person.
No, it's even better in the first phase if it's more than one person.
Okay, because
in the last phase, it's only one.
Not Demon, you need to go out too, man. Melee run out.
Run out, run out, run out. All the way to the green pool. All the way.
Just don't go in it.
Everybody should be stacked now. Soaps. Stack. Soaps. Stack. Stay out at your spots. Soaks are coming next. Stack. Soaks are coming next. Watch the green lane. Start running, running.
If you can use commanding shout, warriors, go ahead. I don't have it. You should have it here.
Stack.
Are we losting or not?
Wait for the special. Soak.
Extreme will get after you.
Then we stack, and here's where we... Here. Get jacked up. Yeah, we don't have enough for these. This is a wipe. Well, it was a wipe before that. So 22%, so yeah, we can stay right around this point for quite a while. Not having everybody's butt off the ground for the soaks, losing a couple of people each time the soaks come out, that's going to be really brutal. So, healing team, what do you think? What we got for cooldown rotation?
It's...
Who used what? Like, had you guys used Trank already when we wiped?
Yeah, I believe Rascal used it on the second time he did the Desolation thing. The Run Out Heart.
I'm confused what it is you want us to be using this rotation for.
Just make sure you have, like, you can use them whenever you want in the beginning of the fight. Just make sure they're up and ready after we kill the second gun thing, so that when basically when the thing that does the big damage in that phase of the fight comes out, that's when this rotation starts. I'll use mine first, and you, then Carla, and so forth and so on in this phase. That's when that rotation really comes into effect.
Okay, so do you just call when you use yours, Bobo, and then we'll call the next one and so forth?
Yeah.
Let's see. Does anybody know what that debuff is called when you soak, or what that damage is called?
Annihilation.
I just posted it. I mean, look at the melee. Everyone should be going either left or right. It's just two patches, and on the second phase they hurt more. So everyone needs to be going there, especially because if we get it after eradication, at least me, I didn't have heroic league to get there. So if I'm the only one going there, there's a big chance that I'm not going to get there and I'm gonna wipe the raid. So everyone should give it a try.
Yeah. So Annihilation targets, if somebody took 20 million versus somebody else who took 2, the Annihilation still hits the whole raid, even if you didn't stand in it at soak, right?
It only hits the whole raid if nobody soaks it.
If nobody soaks it. Okay. So if your damage is really low, then you just didn't soak it?
Correct.
So down on the bottom, what, Jumble, Matt Damon, Tired Booty, were you guys soaking or not?
I just died super early on. I got insta-gibbed by, what is it, a bombardment.
Was it? Okay.
I just mainly soaked the ones that were on my side. But
Right, there's a little RNG there if you don't get, if you have very few on your side, I suppose.
It also depends on how many people soak it to split the damage.
Yeah. Okay, fair enough.
Can I say a suggestion? Earlier you said groups 1 go to the left and group 2 go to the right. I think that's not necessary since we're only getting 2 annihilations on melee and 2 on ranged. So absolutely all the melee should go on soak, and all the range should go on soak, so we get less damage.
I thought I already said that. No. That's what I said to do. Yeah. The more people that go in and soak, the less damage you're going to have to deal with. And the more your healers can conserve their mana. If you're waiting for somebody else to soak, then you're killing us. In the last phase, we need to have at least 2 people to soak per hat. Don't lose your focus, guys. Same time for the choo-choo train.
where'd Fighters go?
Can you send me a summon, please?
Well, bring the choo-choo back.
People should be flasking. This is actual progression.
Different class is just a Savage is a mile away from us.
Yeah, Savage is out of range, so his thing says everybody doesn't have one.
Oh, okay. Oh, yeah, true.
Thank you, sorry. I'm ready.
Attorney with no food.
Wow.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Run, run.
Drink.
And stack. That was beautiful, by the way.
Thanks.
Soaps. Stack up tight. We're getting stunned. Stay in your zone. And if you're not the one that gets stunned, you can run out early, just as long as everybody's stacked up tight when they happen. Stack. Get him up, get him up, get him up. Everybody's soaking, yeah?
Sir, yes, sir.
Stack. Getting close to the shitty part. Keep it going, guys. Get ready to run, get ready, run, run now. Go ahead and hero in there. Soaks, let's go. One person in, one person out. Good see a cup. Stack, stack, stack. Okay. Stay in your zone for soak. 2 people per soak, everybody does. Next person in. Stack. Stack now. Gotta stack a little tighter than that guy. Good, stay in your zones for soaks. Two people per soak, let's go. One in, one out. Okay, next one in. If you're not at full health, personals.
Jacked.
Stack.
Let me know when you run out, Alda. Damn it, I could live it.
Stay in your zone for soaks.
Got it.
He's almost there.
Nice job.
We're dead on this soak, so kill the buff.
Come on, Sneaky, you can do it.
Yeah.
Yes.
Hey.
Okay, guys.
Bien hecho, cacho.
Now come on now, seriously, who's afraid of mythics, really? What was that, 4 pulls? That wasn't bad.
MTs. Let's never let him forget
That was fucking
this.
amazing.
Absolutely.
I say we go for an hour or more.
Did we get a res, or?
Yeah, no shit.
No, there was
I'm
only,
releasing.
only a tank alive. Sorry, guys.
It's okay, I'm running.
I thought I got boarded outside for some reason. That was odd.
Gold, I got mythic gold, yeah.
Dude, mythic gold is way, way better than heroic gold. Trust me.
Okay, so 960s or whatever.
Carlar.
Incoming Legion ships! Take cover!
I just came back to see who fucks up. And the winner is Yubaru!
Alright, so is that a DPS trinket I see you wearing?
Yes. I'd be wearing a healing one, but for some reason it decided to give me the tank instead of the healing one that I was expected to take.
Well, we need to hold Blizzard accountable and remedy that. What do you say? Let's go to war.
Thank you.
I hate when there's like no more ads to kill, and I go ahead and hit Battlecry, and they're like, nothing.
Okay, I'm trying to work this out in my head because I saw this like 2 weeks ago. But one tank kites all the way around. Is it the shadow tank or the fire guy? There's like patches on the ground? Fire guy. Okay. So the ray basically divides into two. Half stacks on the fire guy, moves with the tank. I don't know, is it better to shove the melee all up in that group, or? Oh, it switches automatically. Yes, random. Yes, right. Sorry. Right. So a lot of the stuff is very similar. You're still going to get swirly fire patches. You're still going to get big purple circles you have to soak. So the main thing is, so you keep your
Sulfate.
keep your purple doggy over there.
We're at sulfate.
Okay, we'll start with the orange doggy over here, and basically, as the fire patches land, they don't just disappear. They leave the patch on the ground. And so conserving your real estate becomes an issue in this fight. So you're going to start circling around from orange back to where I am, and you'll keep circling around. Eventually they'll go away, but at some point while you're kiting this, and you'll have presumably the fight knows to split healers amongst the doggies. I'm not positive it does that. Do you happen to know, Zyram? Do you happen to know if the healers get divided between the doggies?
It's not mythics I'm afraid of, by the way.
Just wiping?
No, it's the group doing the mythics.
Yeah, when you wipe a lot, people get frustrated, and that becomes like a real, it can be a toxic environment. But if everybody's into it, we can wipe all day and still have some fun.
Amen.
And either way, we're going to be clearing heroics. So, yeah. So you saw at that pull, you see the double X. You were fire. So Zyram's was fire. Ledger was shadow. I was fire. Carlara was shadow. Whichever you get, whichever debuff you get, it basically assigns you a doggy. So I was fire. I'm going to run my ass over here to where the fire doggy's going to be, right? And we don't have a lot of time for it, so I'm just going to push us right into it. We'll get maybe a few pulls. The faster we can clear heroics, the more work we'll get on these guys, so keep that in mind. Do we have a feast?
Yeah, it's down.
Well, turning.
Yeah, I field questions and I'm like trying to get set up and I forget to eat. Sorry.
Just to clarify, at some point we're going to move heroics to Thursdays instead of normal. Right? That's the plan.
If we can get clean, yes. If we can get clean on heroic, yes. Basically, when people have the basic gear that they need and it's just farmed and we really, have like 80% of the gear we need, then yes. Okay. This one's for the go. Let's start this by mounting up. We can get to our marks quickly. You just find out, once they get pulled, you just find out where you're going to go. You haul ass over there, you get in position.
So the melee is with Farg, the red one?
You're going to get assigned a doggy. You don't get to choose.
Yeah.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
I want to go on the opposite one.
Kind of have to separate them. No? Not separating the doggies? What?
Check. Run. Backwards. More. A lot more. Not backpedal. Run.
Jar Greg, get on the doggy's ass. Okay, so we got fire and shadow on the same spots. We move off of the fire and we group together to soak the shadow.
Many deals for a friend of the Grummles, like you.
So you get a debuff marker that indicates to what boss you should go to, or whatever.
Yep.
Yes.
So just to clarify, the dark
JAC
shadow
enter channel.
The dark shadow guy with the purple background is the purple boss, right?
Right.
Yes.
Purple goes with purple.
Don't you like when they do it that way? Make it me-proof.
Nah.
Yeah.
For a while, I was wondering if I was on the wrong one, because the tank Does the tank the one that they get the color for as well?
I didn't remember getting both debuffs in the same spot on that video, so. Is it always like that? Fire and Shadow? All in the same spot? Crickets.
Don't know what you're talking about, sorry. Like I listened and I know everything
Well,
you said.
you know the big fire things that were blowing up? They killed a lot of people. Some of them were right in the middle of the big shadow debuffs that have to get soaked.
Yep.
And that ended up killing a lot of people.
I think that happened because they were too close, maybe?
Well, that's what I'm wondering.
I was in the shadow group and I got the molten core thing, like the thing that's going to be dropped on us. So like I think it happens to us too.
Yeah, Zyrum's answered it. Thanks. Feast, here we go.
Oh, if you guys are curious, look at my macro.
I don't see anything I'm looking for.
Nice, dude.
How? I don't get it. How can you be?
1 out of 11 mythic, dude.
Did you put something in general chat?
I did.
Oh, okay.
Yep, suddenly as of tonight, we're no longer strictly a heroic farm group guild.
We're a 1 out of 11 mythic farm group.
Next week, world first.
Well, first what?
Click in, ready check is rolling, click in.
Five, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Are we listening on the start or where?
Yeah, let's go ahead, sorry.
This is officially progress, we haven't died.
Oh yeah, and it's Hero, by the way. You're in the Alliance now, dude.
Oh god. It's bloodlust always.
To be fair, Bloodlust is a way cooler name.
Yeah, I didn't make up the names.
We still need to soak the siphon, guys.
Oh, that's right, the Inflame drags somebody to your spot. So you run that as far out so that you don't keep on spreading the Inflamed, right?
Yeah, stack, guys.
Just got it. Let's take this wipe real quick and then go and get one more. It'll be our last pull.
Why was I doing so much damage? I like it. Ow!
Easily one of the worst performances I've ever seen, ever. And you should be ashamed.
I love how he pretends he has no idea what he's doing. Like, wow, how did I do that?
I haven't studied my tools for 5 weeks in a row. I have no idea.
In my defense, I'm used to seeing super pally DPS.
your
Okay,
defense
so those
stuff.
inflamed.
Yeah, people need to soak the siphon together. I was trying to get with others, they were running away.
Right. So the inflamed people where you have to run out, not the guys that are on the fire dog. Like Zyram's talking about when you're on the fire dog and you drop the fire patches and then you have to kite and move together. There's another debuff that forget the name of it, flame something, inflamed. And you'll notice that some people got pulled to you. I think there's a range on that. If you can outrange that, then the inflamed debuff basically stops, no? You get inflamed and then it doesn't just pass on to whoever you pull in. Correct me if I'm wrong.
We can try it and see if it works this time.
It's inflamed corruption.
And the other thing, I said to mount up at the beginning, that's going to screw up your pre-pot. Just get in a position in the middle of the doggies and just be ready to run. You know, we can have a roar or something if one's available. Probably not. But, yeah, we want everybody to get their pre-pot. I think I should have a pet for this fight.
It sounds like a good idea, man.
Last pull.
5, 4,
Let's extend the
3,
raid.
2, 1.
Get into position. Come on, position. Okay, hero now, please. Inflamed, move out.
They just need to move out, man. I mean, Mad Demon.
Three minutes on the next res. Mom touch, don't stand in it. Don't you do it. Oh, there's a lot going on in this fight. I like it.
Yeah, none of it's like one shot yet, but there's a lot going on.
Well, I mean, look at all the dust. We got a lot of people dying, but you can still see like how you're treading water for really a long time. I mean, I have yet to do the fireside. That's covering a lot of ground. But yeah, it looks like a lot of fun. Congrats on the first mythic kill, guys. Very fun night.
Yes, thank you.
Good night, everybody.
I haven't done normal mode.
Thanks for
Anyone
the
done?
run, everyone. Good night.
Actually, I'm gonna just go and do Argus. If someone wants to queue with me.
sorry. Yeah, I already did it, and my daughter's got to meet tomorrow, so I'm gonna probably go to bed early.